Today we're going to look at two of the middle ground, $50 each, although the Amazon Fire TV Stick Max is currently on sale for $35 for Black Friday. This is the Max stick, not the regular one. So we are talking 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR, all the goodies. You're going to need a good TV to enjoy these and really get the best out of them. But let's take a look and see what we think. We have got the Amazon Fire TV Stick Max on the left. Everybody loves the word Max apparently. And then we've got the Chromecast with Google TV on the right. And so we are looking at the home screens. This is what you're going to look at. Amazon gives you three fixed menu items here: home, find, and live. And if you've got some live channels, you can go check them out and you can kind of scroll through them all. And then you get to this option here where you can choose your 6 favorite apps. And if you need more than that, you can press on the little squares and you get as many more as you would like to add. Obviously, I've just added a few of them on there. And essentially, that's the crux of navigating the Fire TV. They've got this big banner at the top where they're going to show you some different ads and you can see what you want to see. But essentially, that's the home window. On the Google TV, it's a little different. So we've got this kind of search option right here. Once you've looked at the search, you start with this For You. And again, we've got the big banner kind of thing that's scrolling around here. Personally, I think it's a little prettier on the Google TV. Honestly, I don't know why. It just feels prettier. As I kind of scroll through them all, they're very quick. I don't know what it is. It feels like it invites me in more. And then straight underneath, instead of leading with apps that I've selected, it's leading with potential things I would want to watch. So I feel like it's going to take you to the content you hopefully want to see faster, and then you're going to get to your apps. What I like about the app screen on the Google TV that I don't like about the Amazon Fire TV Stick is you are limited to 6 here, and 6 isn't enough. For everyday apps, I need a little bit more than that. Where's my Paramount Plus? It's not there. On the Google, I can have as many as I want. And I'm not saying that I want to have like 50 on the home screen, but realistically, 6 it's just not enough. Even on the Fire TV, something like the Photos app, I would like to also have on the main menu because I like to use the TV as a slideshow device. And I like to listen to music, so I go to my Amazon Music quite a lot. And some folks like to watch ABC. So I'm not a TV addict. I just think it's not reasonable to be limited to 6. On the Google Home, then we're going to go down here and we're going to see, hey, I can continue watching something. Amazon takes me to recommendations and it says recently watched. I guess it's the same thing. Again, it's subtle language, but continue watching sounds better than recently watched because recently watched may be something that I've watched from start to finish. Continue watching is probably something that I started, but I'm in the middle of. And again, I think it's bringing me into the content rather than just placing it in front of me. Then I go to what's popular, whereas with Amazon, I'm going to get some sponsored apps. I don't care about sponsored apps. I've got the apps that I want. I don't need you to tell me to get other ones. So I don't like this. Then it's got recently used apps. Again, what's the point? Completely redundant. The apps that I use are right there at the top, and I'm going to go straight to them. So already we're seeing Google using their smarts, making a menu system that is much smoother, much slicker, much more inviting, and it's really showing me content in a way that makes me want to watch it and segmenting it out. And even just look at the tiles. You see the Amazon tiles are almost next to each other, very minimal spacing, very utilitarian, whereas the Google tiles, a little bit more rounded corners, a little bit more spacing between them. The way that it highlights in, I don't know, it just looks nicer. So anyway, let's move along because that's just the whole menu. One other thing that you'll notice as you're looking at the home screen, at the top over there on the Google, I can go straight to movies, I can go straight to shows, straight to apps. And what's cool about this is it's just showing me movies from the apps that I subscribe to. So I have Disney Plus, therefore it's showing me Jungle Cruise. I have Apple TV Plus, so it's showing me Finch. I have HBO Max, it's showing me In the Heights. And it's showing me other things that I can watch. I like it. I like that it's showing me things that I already have, because I don't want to see a list of things that I don't own, because believe it or not, I don't want to pay to watch TV and movies every time I turn the TV on. I kind of feel like if I'm subscribing to a bunch of stuff, I'm happy looking at those subscriptions and seeing what I've got. The Amazon's doesn't do it in the same way at all. If you go far enough, you can start to see your channels. And now it's showing me epics, and everything on this row is from within epics. And then it's going to show me Netflix and IMDb. But again, it's so utilitarian. They didn't give it enough thought. If I wanted to see everything on Prime, I'll just go and open the Prime app. Whereas on Google, it's going to show me comedies from Epix, from Pluto, from Netflix. And then look, it's telling me nice and clearly, here's a comedy, but it's $3.99. I didn't have to click on it and then be disappointed that I don't have access to it. I can now make a decision. Do I want to open this and pay the $4 or not? If I don't, I'll just move on. We're going to go ahead and do a speed test and check out YouTube. Now, I've already loaded this once before, so that was obviously pretty instant. And amazingly, my top row almost looks identical because I'm signed into both. Let's go ahead and try a different app. I have not opened Netflix today on either of these. So we're into Netflix, probably the big daddy of all. As you scroll the menus, they're identical. Obviously now we're in an app, so the app's going to control the experience. No difference on either one. The menus are both quick. If I go as fast as I can, well, you know, if that kind of thing floats your boat, Google TV wins. Both of these devices will play 4K HDR. They'll both play Dolby Vision. And so there's a lot to choose from a look and feel. You might be more of a Google person. You might be more of an Amazon person. But the performance of both is going to be about the same. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let's head over to Disney Plus, and we're going to go and take a look at Shang-Chi. So you can see the Amazon stick far quicker at loading and getting straight to the content. Google is now behind. So I'm going to go ahead and just pause that for a second and try and line them up. And so both of these are playing in the highest resolution that you can realistically hope to get. It's going to be 4K. It's going to be Dolby Vision. And these are $50 TV sticks, people. $50, $35 for the Amazon right now on sale. But look at the colors and just pay attention to the differences, because it's interesting that the coloring is slightly lighter and brighter on the Chromecast with Google TV compared to the Amazon Fire TV Stick Max. If you want to take a look at the settings menus, again, you see the different approach. Google feels very googly, feels like an Android phone, up and down. Amazon has gone for a much more basic tile grid layout. Again, I think the Google one looks a little bit prettier, but hey, I've got Alexa over here and I can go in there and I can change some preferences. I can pay attention to how much bandwidth I'm using and all that kind of good stuff. Well, let's try Prime. Again, look how much faster it is to load. So we're in the Amazon Prime app, and the Prime app has got great big header images here going on, whereas the Google TV's got this tiny little banner and then straight to continue watching. It's interesting. Amazon's obviously favored their own device and not giving the same menu system to someone else. That's not a limitation of the Chromecast with Google TV. It's entirely a limitation of the way that Amazon has chosen to create their app. But let's check out some 4K content. Again, we're seeing that same difference where the Amazon is a little bit darker and the Google seems a little bit brighter, but this is playing 4K content. Sonnet looks pretty good. Okay, so there you have it. Two great sticks, $50 a pop, $35 right now on sale for the Amazon stick. But listen, before you think you've heard it all, let me tell you about the few weeks I've been playing with these. I've used both of them for about 2 to 3 weeks each. So I've been testing them for a while, and apparently I can't get my words out today. There's a few things you need to know. First of all, let's talk remotes. The Amazon remote feels more premium. It feels sturdier. It feels better quality. And it doesn't make a lot of noise when you use it. And that might sound strange, but the Google remote creaks. When I press the button in the middle, it literally creaks every time I press it. And I don't like that because I'm a little OCD. So ding for Google, win-win for Amazon. The other thing is, when I use the Apple TV app, every time I watched a movie on the Google TV, it would freeze or fail or stall somewhere in the middle of it for no reason. It also did it occasionally with YouTube. I would get colored bars, I would get it freezing, and then it would have a little hissy fit. Never did the Fire TV stick fail. Not once. It played what it was supposed to play. It did what it was supposed to do. I don't think it's as pretty. I do think it's a bit more utilitarian. I like the way Google presents everything more, but I don't want to have something that when I'm trying to watch a movie, it just fails in the middle of it and I have to restart it and goof around with it. So right now, until they get some firmware or some kind of software fix, I would not recommend the Google TV. If they fix that and they resolve it, and hands down take the Google over the Amazon, even though the remote creaks. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you've got. Drop them in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and whatever you buy, enjoy your holiday season and enjoy the stuff that you watch on it. Till next time, let's go out there and be amazing.